we are sitting on a time bomb. Very soon it is going to explode.
Any girl I'm saying, yeah, Panetawa, Sagunu, dear, or you film. No, Guna, Ghana, Subegu.
Currently, you can't control it. As they say, but that's what is happening.
What is happening now is lawlessness. The lawlessness, we must catch up on them and apply the law.
And yet, the menace persists. There is gradually another worrying trend rearing its ugly head into the mix, and I'm talking about illegal sand winning. I'm currently standing at Yakoko, a village at Nsawam in the eastern region. Now, where I am standing now used to be covered with cassava, but today it has completely changed. It is now a sand winning site illegally occupied by some sand winners. Now, the situation recently resulted in a clash between these illegal sand winners and the residents who are predominantly farmers of Yakoko. That deadly clash also saw the residents setting ablaze this earth-moving equipment used by the illegal sand winners to dissipate their farms. Even though some winners operate within the confines of the law, having been duly sanctioned by the Minerals Commission, a considerable number of the sand winners engage private guards to protect their illegally acquired concessions, prepared to shoot and kill whoever stands in their way. On the outskirts of Yakoko, a suburb of Nsawam in the eastern region, one such cartel has found a safe haven. They have over the last few months intensified their operations, cowing the residents into submission as they destroy farmlands and render many jobless in the process. According to the residents, the sand winners operate mainly at night to avoid being found out by the authorities. And that was evident when I secretly recorded this tipper truck plying the road at 2 a.m. heading towards the mine site. Over 50 tipper trucks ply this dusty road on a daily basis to win sand on lands originally hosting cassava, cocoa, mango, yam, cocoyam, and occasionally maize plantations. The Yakoko community as a breadbasket is critical not only for the people of Nsawam and surrounding towns, but the national capital, Accra, as well. But with the sand winners having their way, there wouldn't be much left of that breadbasket.
Our livelihood is on the land. We farm on the land and use the proceeds to take care of our families. So if they continue to dissipate it, there wouldn't be any arable land for us to farm on.
They came with land guards. What is the meaning of that? Even going to the land to demarcate the whole place, we were not told. All that we realized or we saw was that they have already taken the machine to the forest to go and then take the measurement of wherever they intend to work, which I think it is illegal, because entering into somebody's premises without the person's consent is illegal. And coming with the land guards too, I don't think they have good intention of doing that.
After years of suffering at the hands of the sand-winning cartels, the youth of Yakoko, who are predominantly farmers, say they've decided to take their destiny in their own hands, having been let down by the law enforcement agencies.
The BNI, yeah, we have sent petition to them to come to our aid to save the life of our children. Because by so doing, it has created fear and panic in the public. So whereby most people cannot go to their farms, especially the women. They are afraid that they will be attacked by those land guards and all those things.
Your farm, has it been touched in any way by this activity?
Honestly speaking, my farm has not been touched, but most of the pupils living in this area's farm have been touched. Yes.
So would you say that production has gone down?
It has gone down drastically. It has gone down drastically. It has put fear on the people living in this area because
are you,
most of them cannot even go to farm. They are afraid.
Exactly my question. Have you been going to farm lately after the incident?
Oh no, since 2 weeks ago, I haven't gone to farm because I fear to go. Probably Langas and wicked people will come to attack us. So we are not been going to farm at all.
Some even accuse some elements of the Ghana Police Service at the Nsawam District Command of being complicit.
To be honest with you, in every town, in Akan language, we say mensem ewum. Sometimes we say mensa. It is not mensa. It is a mensem. That is somebody who is arrogant and all sort of things. But you find some people over there, to my best of knowledge, some people have collected money somewhere. But we are yet to find out that and then come out. Some people have collected money, and when the time that we'll bring all to book.
The sad side of this story is that sometimes you see the police service following them. That is the sad aspect of this whole discussion.
Suspecting collusion between the illegal sand winners and some police personnel, the residents decided to tackle the illegality head-on all by themselves. Though taking their destiny in their own hands may not be the most prudent move, X, who agreed to speak with me on condition of anonymity, tells me they felt frustrated by the seeming inaction of the police.
The guys are in there winning sand and they have the backing of the police. Police come there with guns to support them. If the police are not there, those business people who are winning the sand will come along with land guards to provide security to those who are winning the sand. So invariably, we are owners of the land. We have illegal people, self-styled business or so-called chiefs invading our land and winning sand from our farms.
So this continued for a long time. And let's look at exactly what happened on the 1st of March.
So this continued for quite a long time. They won a vast land of area, sand, took that sand, and after that you can't do anything. And then it ceased for quite some time. On the 1st of March 2017, I got a call around 5 a.m. that the guys are back. Apparently they arrived in the bush around 2 a.m. to win sand, and they started winning the sand with the guys, their security crew, whatever, with them, as in the land guards. So the youth heard about it and they went to meet them.
As fate would have it, not all the protesters made it back home from the rather short demonstration. 23-year-old Charles Kwamnamuaku was shot and killed by the sand-winning cartel, which, like their illegal gold mining counterparts, always wield guns at the sites they control and operate.
Under this palm tree was where Charles Amwaku, now late, was shot and killed by illegal sand winners who trailed him, caught up with him here, and offloaded bullets at his back, which subsequently led to his death. Now, the concern of the community here is that if urgent steps are not taken to end the trend, all of these pop-up plantation, cassava plantation would be gone, because the activities of the sand winners is spreading like wildfire.
55-year-old Auntie Coco, mother of the deceased, has been in a grieving mood since the loss of her beloved son. She couldn't hold back the tears as she recalls her son's murder. Her husband, 66-year-old Ejai's son and father of late Kwabna, also tries unsuccessfully to fight back the tears.
Phone or friends say, Abuntu, the question. The young men from our first year, what the call.
We have been frequenting the police station in a bid to have closure and bring the perpetrators to book.
Police station.
Yes, I say, but I didn't pan. What was so special about him that you miss?
I used to crack jokes with him, but all of that has ended.
It's a difficult situation here at the family house of the young man who was killed by illegal sand winners.
Charles Kwabena Mwanko is survived by a wife and a 5-year-old daughter. An inconsolable Esther Kubiwa tells me the last time she set eyes on her husband was the night before his death because the husband didn't wake her up on the morning he walked into what turned out to be his gruesome murder.
I looked for him that fateful morning but couldn't find him. It was later in the day that I got the news that he took part in the demonstration and was killed in the process.
Papa no bisa me se koma ketwa wa yana na me se okwo bi no ne de o mai ti won ha okwo hwe na me te se wo se won abonu tuo.
She wants justice to be served and the perpetrators of the crime brought to book.
To nipa o didi se woni de esrempenfo se won yen hwehwemu pa no nipa ko tumi yes.
I appeal to the police to make sure that the perpetrators of the crime are brought to book. Our daughter has been asking of the whereabouts of her father, but I'm unable to explain to her what has happened.
Now rendered a single mother, 22-year-old Esther has to figure out how to fend for herself and her 5-year-old daughter, Agustina, who for now has no idea about what the Sun-winning cartel has done to her father.
I suffered these gunshot wounds in the process.
Felix took part in the protest. He tells me how heart-wrenching it was when news reached him at the hospital that his brother had been killed by the Sun-winning cartel. He tells me he is still struggling to come to terms with the news about his brother's death. He was lucky to escape with a couple of gunshot wounds on his hip.
I got onto my farm at exactly 6 a.m. and to my surprise, I saw some well-built men with their machine winning sand on my farm. I challenged them to stop it, and after a few verbal exchanges, they reluctantly left the scene. After a couple of minutes, I heard gunshots in the distance. I started running for my life. They chased and shot at me and a young lady who was also on the farm with me. I dodged a number of bullets that were fired, but I suffered these gunshot wounds in the process.
Into 4 times. Not also phone. Ne camera. Jewa me di America. So na me tipeng was a main hospital. Namija on a McQueen. Intimo hospital no of Remisi. Many are no my end. Say,
it was at the hospital that I got the news that my brother had been killed in the commotion.
The mood in this small farming community has been that of grief since the killing of the 23-year-old. An autopsy report from the police hospital shows Charles died of multiple contact gunshot wounds. An uncle of the deceased has been in constant touch with authorities at the police hospital.
Last week when I went to the police hospital mortuary for the postmortem, I was asked to send the report to the police for further action. They will send it to the coroner to sign. Then that will lead me to go to the hospital for death certificate.
Charles's death has brought not only grief, but also sent shivers down the spine of residents of Yakoko. X, as I want to call him for the purposes of this documentary, agreed to speak to me on the condition of anonymity, fearing he may be attacked and probably killed like Charles Kwabnamuako. He tells me interventions by opinion leaders have not yielded any positive results.
Killing our villagers just like that. These are original owners of the land. You will get invaded by illegal sandwinners and they come attacking you on your own land. Where is our security? Where is our assurance that Ghana is a safe place? On your own farm, in your own yard, you are accosted or you are attacked and you are shot at just because you protest that you should not win sand on our lands. It's become too much on them. This is where they earn their daily bread. This is how they take care of their families. This is how they pay their bills. So for you to come in at night and ruin their livelihood, come on. Any human being will react in that way. The intention was not to go and confront the people. The intention was to let them know that stop what you are doing because it is not approved. What you are doing, it's illegal. And then, unfortunately, the land guards attacked one of them, shot him.
There is mixed reaction across the board in Yakoko.
Sir, wobejo assassin mama yenyu. Sir, wonye mama yenyu. Ye wa hatruka yeti dede assembly no se otu atowo assassin.
When I sat with these elders of the community, they couldn't help but vent their frustrations about how the police have failed to stop the incessant attacks on their livelihoods and literally their lives. The hardworking women of Yakoko have now been cowed with the killing of their kinsman. A good number of them have abandoned their farms for fear of being killed. For as long as threats from the sandwinners persist, the farms will remain deserted, snuffing out their livelihoods in the process.
What's a ninu ewu Diana? Na bese abofra no ba be 4 days na abofra no ba me ho. Oba no mahwe aduana mentimi ho.
4 days before the gruesome murder of the young man, he came to help me out to pound fufu. Then in less than a week, the cartel killed him.
Yes, Rabans and Yakosu, Krum, and Nimi yet ching. Intina Naku Fado, Yansu Yakawa or to Abana who Benin be. So also your chinny. na so ochinyin nso so oje yen asase de ono oyo ochinyin ono so nkeka ne ho ma yen.
We appeal to President Akufo-Addo to save us from the hands of the illegal sand miners because we are among those who voted for him to be president. The situation is terrifying. The elderly have now deserted the community for fear of being killed by the cartel and the land guards.
In the heart of the main in Nsawam Township, despite the accusations of complicity, the police haven't abandoned the war against the sand winners. DSP Michael Zadandi is Nsawam District Police Commander.
I might say that sand winning activities within the municipality is a problem. Everywhere, people win sand, indiscriminate sand winning. I think that it is the drive to get money. Yes, people go for the machines after they have identified a place where there is sand. That is what they call galamsey. They just
galamsey this time around, not with gold but with sand.
This sand, we are talking about sand winning here, and I'm saying this is that kind of operation is what they are calling galamsey. They just take a look at the soil. They know this is good. So in the night, they just bring the machine. Within 30 minutes, they are gone. You understand? It's just like a hawk coming to pick a chick or something. So it's difficult to even get them arrested. Because if you see the machine on the road, little will you know that these people are going to a particular land. They start these operations in the night, sometimes 12 midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So before the community members get to know, they are gone. And sometimes these excavators, where they will pass through the bush, not even the police vehicle can chase them because the terrain is rough. They can pass there, you cannot pass.
And in the course, they destroy people's.
They destroy. They don't care.
Yeah.
DSP Michael Zadandi, however, concedes the bad elements among them are undermining their efforts to snuff out the sand-winning cartel.
Do you have the full compliments of your men committed to ending this worrying trend?
I tell you, I know where I cannot comment on that.
Commander, I ask you this question because information I've gathered is that some of your men are linked somehow with the cartel, so they leak information of your operations to them. Once you get there, these guys are gone, making your job very difficult.
The police organization is a human institution. The likelihood that somebody leaks information is there. You understand? I wouldn't say Mr. A or Mr. B, but most operations that are organized, sometimes you get there and nobody is there. Are you getting it? So like I said, it's a human institution. Not all of us can be committed. Sometimes you are so committed, but if somebody is not committed and you take him or you pull him along, you are wasting your time. And I think it's not police alone, it has happened. And it's happening in all other human institutions.
Do you have any intentions of fishing them out and cleaning the system, at least under your jurisdiction, so you can have clean officers to work with? Because I also know from what I've gathered on the ground that you are very committed to ending this. But if you have uncommitted officers in the mix,
I think
it makes your job difficult.
I think that every committed commander would have to do that. Every commander would have to do that. You must go with people who can help you succeed. And I think I will talk to some of my bosses about this issue. I've already started thinking of how to meet with my bosses and tell them that this Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C are not fit into this hole that we have put them. but they will be better somewhere else, because in Nsawam is a hot place, and people must not sit down. Police officers working here must be up and doing, otherwise the problem will not be solved.
With those elements still in the police force, it is quite obvious that the fight against the menace will be an uphill task. Mining permits are issued by the Minerals Commission, where Mr. Obriye Boachumesi is the chief inspector. He tells me the commission is worried about the illegality that is fast gaining roots in the country and highly concentrated in the national capital.
We are worried about the illegal people because we were for some winning. Those licensed ones, when they win it.
The fact that the commission is worried about it and what you intend to do to fix the situation.
We are worried about the illegalities. God, you know that they work at night. We will deal with them. You see? Because we normally, when we have challenges like this, we have only one recourse, to go to national security. Give them the total report. This particular place, we are having this challenge. These people are winning at night. Not just they are winning at night for winning sake. They come with sophisticated weapons. Cutlasses. And even if you're a soldier, you don't take time, they will kill you. Because they will see you coming, you will not see them. You see? Because when they go, it is up to you to go and forage and search for where they are doing the illegality. That is where, if you don't take time, they will kill you at night.
The consequences, the implications of what they are doing, in the sense that it is going to lead to water shortage, and the fact that we may not even get water to treat at all. What they did the last time, that prevented people of Nsawam Adrojiri from getting water, for Ghana Water Company to get water to treat at the Nsawam treatment plant. What they did was that some people were winning sand. They were winning sand, so they diverted the course of the water. So the water was no longer coming into the treatment plant, the place where we had dammed the water. And these people are not going to stop today, are not going to stop tomorrow. So if they keep doing all this within a very short time, in a very short period, there will be no water in Ghana to treat. So either we will import water from wherever to come and treat, or if you have water, you have money, you have to import bottled water to come and drink. So we are just appealing to the government. I believe it is a government that has the state power, that has military power, that has power of the security agencies. Something drastic must be done. Otherwise, we are sitting on a time bomb. Very soon, it is going to explode.
The Ministry of Agriculture is also worried about the trend. Chief Technical Advisor to the Minister, Asante Krobia, tells me the indiscriminate sand winning phenomenon is worrying. He speaks of radical plans to nip the developments in the bud.
The issue of land winning cuts across so many ministries. In fact, lands and forestry, even lands commission themselves, town country planning, all have a role to play. People issue permits for people to go and win sand. Who are those people? Who are getting money out of it? Although it's destroying our crops, others also have a role to play. So we are concerned. We'll do what we can, but we need a collaboration of all.
The ministry, however, could not say when the radical steps would be activated. Until then, communities like Iakoko and other mining towns suffering the effect to sand winning and galamsey operations would have to endure as their lands, forests and environments are pillaged, with short-term implications for the water we drink and the air that we breathe, and long-term implications seemingly too distant to fathom.